Welcome into the DNVR Avalanche Podcast, live from the Xfinity Studios and presented by Bet365. We've got Bailey, we've got AJ, we've got Rudo coming to you after most of another Olympic day of hockey. Canada is still playing, but they're pretty clearly in the driver's seat against Switzerland at this point in their game. A fun day of hockey. I don't know. Well, you know, the games we didn't do a watch along for, the Avs players have played well in, for sure. So you got Marty Necas, Nathan MacKinnon popping off on that front. You also had a really good hockey game between Sweden and Finland that saw some rivalry fun that we'll dig into all of that. I wanted to start with perhaps a grain of salt, though. When you're looking at Olympic hockey and when you're analyzing this, I think it's important to remember, because we're going to get to the end of this tournament and someone's going to be like, oh my God, Nathan MacKinnon had 12 points or whatever the ending total ends up being for him. But Nathan MacKinnon has 2 points today. And, you know, maybe these are a little bit more valuable. It's coming against a Switzerland team that doesn't suck. Maybe those count for something, as opposed to you look at a Czechia playing a French team today where Marty Necas picks up 2 points, but not all points are created equal in this tournament, right? When you get to play a weaker team, do all points count? Maybe I'm wrong, actually. Do all points count the same, or does it matter who you're playing?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter until you get into the knockout stages, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, as fun fair as that narrative is, though, right?
Yeah.
It just at the end of the day, you're beating a team. Anybody can beat anybody. I mean, we saw that with the Finland-Slovakia game. That was not the game we expected to go the way that it went. But it's still, I mean, it's 2 points or 2 points, or how, you know, points are points at the end of the day. It doesn't matter who you get them against.
All right. Fair enough. I won't argue with that. Look, if you're the Colorado Avalanche watching this Olympics, is there anything you're taking out of this? And I don't mean from your own players necessarily. And you could expand this to beyond the Avs, I guess. Will Olympic performances shift anyone's thoughts on who they're actually targeting at the trade deadline?
No.
You don't think so?
No. There's just so much work that goes into preparing for the deadline. There's so much scouting that goes into it. There's so many conversations that happen that short-form tournaments like this, they shouldn't drive big decisions.
Yeah.
I say that, but I also know how WJCs goes for draft season, where a lot of narratives are built and destroyed there, and it's hard for players to overcome that. But yeah, no, I think especially with pro players where you have a lot of NHL track record, like a lot of decisions should not be swayed too much based on that.
No, I feel like with Olympics, it is very like you're looking at the biggest players on the biggest stage, right? Like biggest players on your team, not a lot of which are involved in that conversation, right? And so like they're performing the way that they should. I don't know. Like Nathan MacKinnon popping off isn't going to tell me any differently that, you know, that isn't going to change my opinion on the 3C problem or anything like that. So if they're performing the way that they should, it at the end of the day is kind of a pat on the shoulder, an individual accolade saying like, hey, you played well. Now come back and do it the same way. Like it doesn't really change much for me.
Sure. I think I would agree on individual performances. And when you talk about someone like a Nathan MacKinnon, like, oh, yeah, cool, he played great next to Connor McDavid. Like, they're ever going to play together in the NHL?
Right.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Right.
That, sure, I buy that. But if I look at someone like a Marty Necas who had a good day today,
yeah,
maybe is there a conversation of, he's had some chemistry with a couple of guys on Czechia? I'm not saying this is the case that the Avs should go out and get these guys, but for maybe some of those tier down guys that aren't just ultra megastars playing with ultra megastars, is there not some consideration there? I'll take the silence as a no.
I don't think so.
All right. Fair enough. I did have to ask the question just to ask it. We can move on. We'll talk more about some trade target guys and our mini pod that you guys will see probably this weekend. So the Olympics itself, who's the funnest team at the Olympics so far? I don't not who's the best. Who's the funnest?
Switzerland.
Get out of here. Get out of here with that. I see. I'm tempted to say Finland. Personally, they've been really fun to watch. Just with some of their mannerisms, with watching the way that UC Saros has performed. Watching Mikko Rantanen slip and fall on banana peels for 3 minutes straight. They've kind of been my fun team to watch. I kind of sway toward the Finns anyway. So I tend to focus on them a little more anyway. But even so, they personally throughout their tournament so far have been really, really fun to watch.
All right. One vote for Finland.
Switzerland.
You say Switzerland again?
Oh my god.
No, honestly, you have to give a lot of love to Slovakia. They're in a win and you're in position in their next game. They beat Sweden. They even tie Sweden. They get into overtime against Sweden and they move on.
Guaranteed in, yeah.
And that's in a group that we would have looked at and said Sweden and Finland are going to be pretty comfortable here. Mm-hmm. They should be fine. And Slovakia has been good. I mean, they had a little bit of a late scare against Italy today, but they upset Finland. And honestly, they should just straight up park the bus. Put 5 players in front of their goaltender and just not let Sweden get shots on goal.
Yep.
Just do everything you can.
That's the opposite of fun.
Do everything they can to get a 0-0, and then they advance. No, it's not fun. It's not fun at all, man. That sounds terrible. But I love how they've been competitive. They played hard. They've been fun. I'm all about the Slovakian team so far.
I was leading Slovakia as well, just because I'm always rooting for an underdog. An upset story is always cool. That I find fun, and you're seeing quality play out of them from guys like Slavkovsky. And are they the most
star-studded watch?
Yeah, right. They're not going to blow you away with talent, but the guys they do have are certainly playing better than David Pastrnak is, although he did score today, I think. So
the real right answer comes from our chat by the U.S. women's team.
Not wrong. They've smoked everybody.
If you just raw domination and this is clearly the best team right now, it's them for sure. But fun to watch. I mean, they're just slaughtering everybody, Canada included. It's not close. Aren't they up 5-0 again right now? It's
6.
Oh, they got a 6th. Tight.
Cool.
Still a period left in that game too.
Oh my god!
They've given up one
It's
goal
going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, it's not close. The Canada game was a little disappointing from Canada on that side of the bracket.
Yeah. And no MPP really hurt that matchup.
For sure.
But it was still way tilted.
Yeah. If you like crushing your enemy's skulls under your boot, USA women is definitely the way to go for fun.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean,
I will say
dominance is just excellence, right? It's it's peak excellence.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely fun to see how good they are.
if we're talking about, just women's performances in general too, I've been very interested in how especially the Canadian team responded with Poulin being out. I know she returned recently, but that dynamic was very interesting to watch for 2 games.
Canada, they seem to do this a lot lately, and I don't know how much other international competition is necessarily comparable to the Olympics, but they just want to lose to the U.S. in the group stages so they can beat them in the finals.
Right.
It's all a rope-a-dope from Canada.
I mean, jokes aside, you do wonder, like, okay, no MPP, they were sick, like,
yeah,
it didn't really like.
They knew they were making the knockout anyway. Yeah,
yeah, like it didn't. I don't want to say it didn't matter because the players care so much about it, but in terms of the actual tournament itself, it really wasn't incredibly important.
Yeah,
I mean, not to conspiracy theory it, but U.S.'s reward for winning was getting put on the same bracket side of Sweden, which is the 3rd best team of the 3. So,
yeah,
what did winning that game even really do for the U.S.?
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. Weird thing. Just not anything meaningful. Just a weird thing that Canada, on both men's and women's hockey, seems to not care until it matters.
That's what happens when you're that dominant.
Yeah, true. That's true. I can't argue with that. One more random, I guess not that random question, but maybe a question that's harder to answer than it may initially seem. Which Av do you think is having the best tournament so far?
I feel like the easy. Oh God.
Sorry, dude.
No, I was gonna say it like. I feel like the easy answer would be Nathan MacKinnon, given the points he's picked up so far, but Brock Nelson's been money. Brock Nelson has been incredible. And you're talking about a guy making an impact like directly for his team. Dude picked it up and went God mode the other night. So like that's...
He had 4 points. 2 of them count.
Yeah, only 2 counted, yeah.
But like, he's only played the 1 game. And we've seen now MacKinnon has been fantastic in 2 games. Cale Makar looks... This is the best Cale Makar has looked since the first 20 games of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is what Cale Makar looked like through November.
Mm-hmm.
But since then, it's been a lot rockier.
Yeah.
So they all look great. Brock Nelson, I mean, the thing with Nelson, he was obviously incredible in that game. But, like, a lot of what he was doing was also Jack Hughes is great. And he was a product, a little bit of the play around him. Where all he had to do, he got put into great position and he finished.
Put pucks in nets, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And as we saw with Sweden and Finland, I know we're going to talk about it, like, finishing is everything.
Yep.
So, plenty of credit there. But you look at the actual shift-to-shift dominance right now, I would probably say, I want to say Makar. But I really don't think there's a wrong answer between those 3 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
It's interesting. I think Makar is probably the answer I would come to, just because Nelson hasn't played that second game yet. If Nelson has another multi-point
context
game,
matters.
Probably him. Yeah.
Also, the Americans have the easiest group.
Yeah. They get to cook everybody a little bit for sure. Yeah.
Okay. He pops off. All right. He blows up against Latvia. Then they've got Denmark coming up, and they've got Germany coming up, which are both of them solid squads, but in the lower tiers.
Yeah. Germany's solid.
I was going to say Germany's Denmark's a little higher on my list, but
I like the top of Germany's roster is legit.
Yeah.
Unimpeachable. Yeah. But as you get into it, you're like, oh, this depth is nothing. Like, Philip Grubauer is going to have to be spectacular.
I wouldn't put them on a tier with like a Sweden, a Finland, whatever, but they're definitely higher than what I would put Denmark at.
Yeah. Oh, me too.
Yeah. Well, I do think you can make an argument for MacKinnon. It's interesting though. Today, McKinnon got moved up to the top line next to McDavid and Celebrini, and that line immediately popped off with them together.
Yeah, they did.
So, it certainly helps to have some of the other best players on the planet to play next to you.
I was going to say, talk about play being driven and being helped by the guys around you, too. I feel like it's really difficult to play bad hockey when you have Connor McDavid and Macklin Celebrini next to you. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
For real, though. Like, good God.
Yeah. Talk about a three-headed monster.
Can't imagine a team like AJ's baby Switzerland looks up and sees that line and goes, "No, we're fine. This will be fine."
Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking about a team that needs to park the bus and just hope to capitalize on a counterattacking mistake. Right. Like, that's everybody against Canada.
Yep.
Get
Poor
Patrick
baby
Watt a
Switzerland.
All right, we do need to take our first break of the show, and then we'll get into that Sweden-Finland rivalry matchup. But let's shout out some sponsors. The Luxe Value Menu at Taco Bell delivers bold, irresistible flavor at unbelievable prices with a lineup of crave-worthy items all under $3, so you get a good deal no matter what. From savory classics to indulgent new favorites, each item is crafted to satisfy big cravings without a big spend. These uniquely craveable items are available every day. While some value menus lack flavor or uniqueness, Taco Bell's Luxe Value Menu is filled with innovative products that only Taco Bell can deliver. Try the new Chipotle Ranch Chicken Stacker, the Mini Taco Salad, the Beefy Potato Loaded Griller, or the Chips and Nacho Supreme Dip. Finish your order off with an order of the Salted Caramel Churros to complete your meal. For $3 or less, the $10 item Luxe Value Menu is unmatched. Or if you want to go big too, you can also get things like the Quesarito, or you can get a potato and cheese burrito. Those are the types of things I usually go for. However you want to make it work, Taco Bell's got something delicious to have. Nobody delivers everyday value and supports your hometown teams like Taco Bell. Taco Bell, live Moss. And once you got yourself some Taco Bell, or rather to go get yourself some Taco Bell, go get yourself into a Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR and the official vehicle of the Colorado Avalanche. Toyota has a vehicle for everyone: trucks, SUVs, sedans, and everything in between. They've got 17 different models with all-wheel or four-wheel drive available, so you know you're in control on the roads, or if you want to go off-roading, it can get you there too. You can go get some of their hybrids, their low and zero-emission vehicles. They have more than any other automaker out there, including 16 different hybrid vehicles. Even the Tundra iForce Max. Yes, they even have hybrid trucks over at Toyota. So go get to your local Front Range stores, including AutoNation Toyota Arapahoe and Centennial, Corwin Toyota in Boulder, Groove Toyota in Littleton, Mountain States Toyota in Denver, Stevenson Toyota East in Aurora, and Stevenson Toyota West in Lakewood. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR and the official vehicle of the Colorado Avalanche. Whatever vehicle you're looking for, Toyota, let's go places. Second period of the DNVR Avalanche podcast presented by Bet365. Before we dive into the Sweden-Finland matchup, I had a question for you guys that is not necessarily sport-related, but I've been watching a lot of the Olympics, obviously. A lot of these sports have had drones as, like, getting extra footage, providing cool angles, stuff like that. I know our podcast notoriously hates the sky cam. Would you consider drone camera footage in hockey?
With that noise, absolutely not. Nope. Can't sell me on it. Never.
I also hate the high-pitched whirring noise, but
no, like, I'm just thinking, like, I know these athletes are probably focused on so much more than the whirring going on above their heads, but I'm just sitting there like, I would get so annoyed by this, like ADHD brain. Like I would not be able to focus.
It's not quite Vuvuzela territory, but it's still annoying
enough to be like, it's the fly that you're swatting next to your head. Like I can hear it. It's enough to drive me insane.
Oh, also you're talking if something happens with the drone.
Yeah, crashes onto the ice or something.
Right. It comes crashing onto the ice. It becomes a major safety hazard for your players, right?
It's true.
That thing lands on a player's head. Don't we have a lawsuit issue? Like,
yeah.
The NHL would not be down with that. At least the Skycam.
I don't think those things weigh that much, but sure.
Even you're talking about something that's. I guess he does have a helmet on, but still. It just seems like it's unnecessarily dangerous, and like first of all, I have absolutely no idea how you can be that good piloting a drone. Like you watch them in the luge where they're going behind,
in the
and
tube,
it's like, what is this? This is incredible. This is the coolest sports camera I've ever seen. The view of it is truly, genuinely amazing. It might be peak. I don't know how to get it any better than that, because we've seen from F1 that like helmet cams and first person views are like shaky and bumpy and vibrating, and they're awful. They just make you sick. It's just like, ugh, I don't want to do this. No, get this out of here. It's incredible to see in a hockey game. I don't know how much benefit it provides. The classic look is kind of just like the mastered art of camera.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
Which, while we're talking about cameras too, can we talk about whoever's operating these cameras for the TV feed? Some of the NHL guys need to take notes. Like, that's all I'm saying. It's been so good. Puck tracking, peak. It's amazing. Yeah.
I wonder how much of it is just like having different cameras installed in arenas and just an arena's willingness to spend money on things like that. Because I recently read a book about the rise of analytics in basketball, and they talked about Sport View in particular, and I'd completely forgotten about this like revolution that basketball went through, where they had the Sport View cameras, and a bunch of arenas installed all of them at once, because the first like handful of teams that adopted them gained a massive advantage. In their data collection process. And I just wonder if they can justify it and sell it on this is good for the organization and not just this is cool to have. Could they get more owners on board with spending money on and adding additional cameras?
Whatever gets that San Jose Sharks cam off the moon, I'm in for. Okay.
Impossible. You need a new arena.
I know. Okay.
They posted a video the other day of their empty arena being like, the SAP misses you or something. And I was like, I don't know as though the fans agree. But okay.
We don't miss the SAP. It sure seems like Celebrini's doing just fine outside of that arena.
I wasn't going to say it, but...
Well, that guy's incredible.
Yeah.
He's an awesome
Put him
player.
anywhere. He'll play
Absolutely
just fine.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into the actual watch-along game we watched today. Finland versus Sweden.
Bright and early.
Oh, too early. Or too late, really, in my case. But probably a pretty disappointing game for Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
The end result, obviously, but I think they played fine. This was just one of those games.
Forsberg.
You got hockeyed a little bit.
For sure.
You don't finish, and then you have a bad bounce is the game-winning goal. And then you're pressing, and you kind of just screw it up.
Yep.
We run through the 3 real goals. It's a soft goal. You just got to stop that. Bad bounce. It's just a fluky. These things happen. You can't even you make your own luck. Like, come on, stop it. That's such a fluke bounce. And the third one is Erik Haula outworking 3 Swedes along the wall and finding Joel Armia just standing alone in front of the net, and he scores a shorthanded goal.
Yep.
Like, that's your goalie's got to play better. That sucks. You got hockeyed and you screwed it up.
All of you got to play
then
better.
on the other end, they created chances. They created better chances than Finland did a lot of the game. Mm-hmm. They just didn't cash any of them.
Yeah. That finishing, I think, really, really hurt them. But you got to get a better performance out of Philip Gustafsson. He looked lost for a lot of this game. Like, did not know where
good.
the puck was, did not know where he was, just looked crazed and not in a great way. And I think if he comes up with some of those saves, I mean, we've seen how much a great goaltender can drive momentum. And if you're looking for better finishing out of some of your guys on the other end of the ice, maybe that's where it starts.
Yeah, even if you give up, you just take the first goal away. It changes the complexion of the entire game.
Yeah.
The whole thing changes.
The first period in which Sweden was frankly dominating up to that point.
Much better. Much better.
So it definitely does affect the game. I guess I never really asked you guys this leading up to the Olympics. If you're in a situation like Sweden with Gustafsson, do you consider swapping goalies?
What does it hurt?
Well,
at this point, what does it hurt?
If Wallstead goes out there and gives up 6, then it hurts.
Yeah, but
you're looking at the top of you're looking at that group potentially, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 could be where they're at.
Yeah, the tiebreakers are almost certainly going to be a difference maker in that group unless Slovakia can beat Sweden, I suppose.
It just seems very strange to me that you're getting two not great performances out of Gustafsson. I mean, obviously, like, maybe there's harm in putting another goaltender out there, but you know what you're getting out of Gustafsson. You have 2 games worth of product to go and mull over. How worse could it get?
I mean, yeah, it's not an easy decision by any stretch. Leaving Gustafsson in and him laying an egg is arguably worse than swapping to your other goaltender.
Yeah, I mean, are you if they leave Gustafsson in, he plays poorly, you're going down with that ship.
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna?
That's the hill you want to die on.
Exactly. You're that attached to Philip Gustafsson that's the decision.
Tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough way to go.
I know my answer. If it were me, he gets yanked next game. You give somebody else the start. Try something new. At that point, maybe you need a fresh eyes, a fresh set of legs back there. Like, if that's what you need to kind of turn that around, you have the product in front of you. Like, it's not as though Sweden is playing poorly in front of him. Like, that's the thing that kind of gets me, is they're creating good chances. That finishing could obviously, help them a ton, but that's really the thing that's hurting you the most, is your goaltender maybe can't make the saves that you expect him to make. They're not great ones. He looks chaotic. Maybe a new set of legs is exactly what they need to maybe get their feet back under them.
I'm down. I'm also hopeful that Team Canada will choose to use Logan Thompson in the elimination games instead of Jordan Binnington. But
nope.
I mean, Thompson's in today. That's got to count for something. He gave up a goal and Binnington didn't, I guess. So who knows?
Yeah, and I mean, there's a little difference in caliber of opponent.
Yeah. So
Finland, Sweden, easily the best rivalry game of the tournament so far. We talked about the women's U.S.-Canadian matchup was kind of just USA dominating most of that. Sweden at least managed to keep it close for the majority of the game. Am I just salty by saying I'm mad that the NHL has not managed to capture this kind of energy with rivalries?
Yeah. I think it's fair. But you also look at these two teams are full of players who have been competing against each other in international competitions their entire lives.
It's true.
So this hate runs deep.
How do you capture that in the NHL though? Then, because you can't just be like, oh well, they're international competitors.
I don't think you do.
You can't.
I feel like it's. Okay. I feel like it's really hard. Because you don't see it, like, I feel like rivalries like that come along, like teams in the NHL and, you know, composition. And I understand, like, on an international stage, it changes a lot too. But I feel like you get, you know, divisions changing up a little bit. Like the actual makeup of the NHL changes so much that it's just hard to kind of maintain some of that, I guess.
Yeah. Roster fluidity is a huge issue with the NHL, where, like, at the top of a roster, yes, there are going to be a handful of stars and a handful of abs that are going to go against each other year after year after year. But the majority of those rosters, like, the majority of the rosters, if they were to play this season in the postseason, did not play against each other 4 years ago in the bubble playoffs.
True.
Like, that rivalry just doesn't exist. Whereas internationally, these guys are all good enough that almost all of them played for their country at an international tournament at some point and played against the guys on the other side.
It's like asking the whole, like, I mean, Avs Detroit rivalry, like, trying to, like, there's some people who consider that beating a dead horse just because that rivalry, like, the league has changed so much.
Me. It's me.
I am people. No, it's just changed so much that I think I mean, it's a fun storyline, absolutely, but how much in reality are, you know, the players looking at that versus nowadays in the league? Like, I consider Dallas on that podium now.
Certainly the Avs' biggest rival, however you want to describe that conversation. Fair enough to say it's a real rivalry or not. I think you can make arguments both ways, but
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's it's tough because you see this Finland-Sweden game and you watch Finland let Mikko Rantanen just get torpedoed all game long by everyone on Sweden wanted to hit that guy, I guess. I don't know why, but and then you see Mikko Rantanen play for Dallas, and as much as the fan bases might not love that, at the end of the game, the dudes on the ice are still shaking each other's hands and are still friends with Mikko in real life. So, there's
the hatred is between us, the online people,
not the players. Yeah.
I was looking at a tweet just scrolling earlier, and something came up about Mikko quoting something that McKinnon said, and so people were so up in arms about, like, you can't talk to him anymore. You can't talk about this man. And I'm like, it's not that deep.
Yeah, I've got bad news for you.
It's really not that deep.
They definitely still talk.
Yeah. Whatever.
We do need to take our second break of the show, so let's shout out a few more of our sponsors, and then who knows what we'll get into next. For decades, you stood by your team. Through every season, every setback, every comeback, wearing that worn-in jersey, cheering from the same lucky seats. It's not just about the team. It's about the family, the legacy, the love of the game. And at Rocky Mountain Cancer Centers, we get that kind of loyalty because we've been here for more than 30 years standing with Colorado families, treating more adults with cancer than anyone else in the state. When life gets tough, we never stop showing up. Go get yourself checked out. That's very important, honestly. Cancer's kind of a horrible thing, but you can prevent a lot of it if you make sure you're getting checked up. Rocky Mountain Cancer Centers is the official sponsor of Denver sports fans, and you can head to RockyMountainCancerCenters.com to learn more. That's RockyMountainCancerCenters.com to learn more today. Once you've got yourself checked out, you're also going to want to make sure you have a little bit of peace of mind. If something does happen, remember new built restoration and construction when it comes to your home. Licensed general contractors are over at New Built, and they can help with any project, big or small. They're available 24/7 and truly care about being there for their customers. They have over 600 reviews to prove this to be true. They'll work with your insurance to make a stressful process as smooth as possible, and they offer a number of different services, including fire damage, water damage, mold removal, general repair services, and they even work on commercial projects, so they'll have your back no matter what. Plus, they're true DNVR fans, so we're super excited to support their business and make make it one big happy family here. When that home emergency hits, New Built Restoration and Construction will be there at newbuilt.com. That's NUBILT.com. Or you can call 720-902-7472 and let them know DNVR sent you. Again, get with New Built Restoration and Construction if you do have a problem. Third period of the DNVR Avalanche podcast presented by Bet365. The Sweden-Finland game was maybe not that interesting from the Avalanche perspective. I don't think Lehkonen and Landeskog really had significant impacts on that game in any meaningful way. But when you look at the game itself, maybe this is just an opinion that I should ask you guys. Would you rather have a close, hard-fought game with rivalry aspects, or would you rather have like a full shootout 6-5 style game at Olympic competition?
I don't care.
You don't care?
No, I mean, I just want competitive games.
Yeah.
If they're competitive, if it's 6-5, if it's what it was today, I'm good with that. Pixel apparently wants a shootout.
The worst.
Maybe I'm on the wrong side here. Like, obviously, I love competitive games, and I would have loved to have seen maybe something a little closer from Sweden. I also don't mind a good, like, if one team's blowing out the other. Like, I love seeing domination. I don't like seeing it like back to back and often, but like I like it enough to where, like, with these games, if one team's blowing out the other, like I feel like that's fun hockey. Like that's in a way, like that is really fun to me.
Can be, depending on who you're rooting for.
Yeah, no, right, obviously. But like that's up and down of sports, right? So like that, I don't know. That's where I'm like, if you're gonna go out and win, like win in a fun fashion.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell anyone how to fan. Enjoy what you enjoy when it comes to hockey. That's why this game,
I think, that's why I think this game was so fun for me too. Because like while Finland obviously was they took the cake on this, it still was a decently competitive game. Like you're still getting decent pushback from Sweden. You're still seeing a lot of those chances being created the other way. I'm sitting there like on the edge of my seat watching this power play work like that. I love games like this where you're still seeing some of that domination from the other side, but they're not necessarily making it easy.
No. Even the weakest teams at an event like this are playing for country pride, right? There's a little bit of extra juice in those teams, even if they understand they're going into a game that they're not going to win. They're going to try and do something about it. Mm-hmm. We did not consider Nathan MacKinnon as maybe the best Avs player at the Olympics, and he has decided to do nothing but score points.
I said this. Me. I will take this credit.
Well, he now has a 3-point game
I said
going.
If it's not Nathan MacKinnon, it's Brock Nelson, but I did say Nathan MacKinnon.
That's true. Fair enough. It might be Nathan MacKinnon if he just made it 5-1 for Canada over Switzerland. So we're Avs are pretty blessed with the quality of play they're getting out of the Olympics, despite us not loving Lehkonen and Landy today. Maybe
I'm like the Olympics are fun, and I definitely needed a break from the Avalanche because they were pissing me off right before the end of the
you and everybody else, buddy.
That's the understatement of the century there.
But like watching how good so many Avs have been, I'm like, Jesus, this team is jacked,
really
dude.
Good. Yeah,
they get their head back on straight. Whew.
It's gonna be a fun March and April.
It's getting me super excited for Avalanche hockey again, and we still have like 2 weeks to go.
Yeah,
that's where I'm asking. Like you saw the Avs fall apart around January, obviously. But, like, this is the version of the players that made this team so dominant through the first 2-3 months of the season.
Yeah.
That's why this has been so fun to watch for me, because you look at Nathan MacKinnon, you're looking at him during this game, and you're like, that's just a every day for Nathan MacKinnon. You're looking at Cale Makar, and you're like, that's how that guy's supposed to perform. Brock Nelson, like that's what he's supposed to do. Like we as Avs fans or people who watch this team are not surprised by a lot of these performances. But looking back at it, at what the season was before January, like we know what these players are capable of. Like this is why they've been so good. Like they are great players. They would have made the Avs so good. It's why January has been so frustrating.
They are in line to win the President's Trophy as of today.
Still,
for a reason.
And that's with a bad January.
It's because of these cats. Like they are really, really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
No, they aren't that good if Brock Nelson's not going and scoring once a game, once every other game. They're not this good if Nathan MacKinnon's not doing what he does every single night with more multi-point games than 1-point games. Like that is the expectation. We're seeing this, and there is no surprise that these guys have performed as well as they have. That why they've been leading the charge for some of their respective teams.
I mean, a question in the Toyota chat here. McDavid does get to play with Evan Bouchard, which on the offensive side of things is similar.
Yeah, in the same neighborhood.
Yeah. So, I don't know that it's all that different for McDavid.
It looks really different. Like the way that Makar and Bouchard do it, it looks super different. But in terms of just how effective it is, it's just another day for that guy.
Yep.
Okay. Kiviranta was a scratch today.
Rightfully so.
Would you rather be Kiviranta or would you rather be...
Get him!
Sorry.
Would you rather be him, who gets one of the best seats in the house as a scratch to Olympic hockey and then gets to go hang out in Italy? Or would you rather be an Av that didn't go to the Olympics and can just go vacation wherever he wants?
I'm in line to win a medal, even if I'm a scratch and I get to, like, Yoel Kiviranta could be like, I'm an Olympic medalist.
I'm on an Olympic roster,
I sneaky had a great career, even though I'm not that good. like he could just
We're
post
both
up.
trading shots here.
He could just post up a bunch of list of accomplishments and be like, this is what I did in my career. And it's like, okay. Like, Mackenzie Blackwood's never made the Olympics.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shots fired, huh?
Not really. It's just like...
I was going to say, you're sitting here getting uppity with me. Damn.
Look, you just... He caught a stray from you, and I was like, all right, Haley got fired. This is fair.
I might as well.
So, yeah, no, absolutely, like, 100% would rather be Yoel Kiviranta. Yeah. That sounds... Going to the Olympics is, like, one of those things, especially in hockey.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Yeah.
If
I can sit there and say they, like, I mean, obviously, a lot of these guys would rather be playing, would like to be on the ice.
Of course.
But you're taking a medal away from it. Like, you can say that you were an Olympian, which is, with the way that, NHL involvement has fluctuated over the years. Like, that's a really cool honor to have. I'd rather do that than be able to say, like, in Cabo or not Cabo.
Right. Like, they make enough money that they can go to Cabo kind of whenever.
In the summer.
Yeah. Like, that's the off season. Yeah. They take a month, do whatever they want, come back for training. Right. Like, that's, yeah.
If you're an Av, you can do it late April every year.
Are you sure about that?
This man has zero faith. Zero faith.
It's not that. I'm just, just look at their history.
Jaded, confirmed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Look, I don't know that Finland is guaranteed a medal by any stretch. No. Obviously, winning today helped them a lot to get back into a position where they can hopefully make the knockout rounds, but I wish there were more interesting storylines in this tournament. Right now, the only interesting storyline is pretty much Slovakia, and that's it.
It's day 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I need my instant gratification, okay?
You got it with Slovakia beating Finland. It immediately turned part of this. It turned Finland-Sweden into even more of an important game today.
Mm-hmm.
That was already going to be one that we all circled on the calendar. It's why we scheduled it. It's why we all got up early as hell today to do the watch-along.
Still recovering. It's fine.
Dude, I was going to take a nap, and then I had a bunch of errands I needed to run, and I was just like, no, if I do this, I will not make the pod.
No. Yeah, I'm. That's kind of where I'm at too. Is like, give it a couple days. Like, as much as we're jonesing for storylines, like, yeah, me too. But like, also, if we don't get like a prominent storyline until Sunday, like, I'll be. Fine.
Maybe the Olympics should do it college basketball March Madness style. All right, forget groups, forget all this, just one big bracket.
One big bracket. That's bold.
What? And no group play? No round robin? Just one?
Yeah.
So the whole thing takes a week?
No, you can. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
We have other Olympic sports that are over in 30 minutes. Like,
yeah. It was weird. Like medals.
Like,
every
I don't always watch
Olympic
this.
cycle, like medals get handed out about the same time as the opening ceremony.
Yeah.
And you're like, how is the opening ceremony have that? Those athletes are done. It's always strange. But yeah.
Do you think they just stay in Olympic Village?
Wouldn't you?
Yes, definitely.
Like, who do you think's using all the condoms in Olympic Village, man?
3 days.
It's all the
3
athletes
days.
whose sports are over. And they're like, all right, well, I've been super stressed out, and now I am going to bang all that stress out over the next 10 days.
This is not family friendly. Oh
a fair point in the chat from Irish. You could make them 3-game series.
That would be fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
It would be fun
Like
in theory,
style.
and then you would get to game 2. You would get to the third period of game 2 of Canada versus France, and you're like, was this necessary?
It's 9-0.
Right. Exactly. Like, the aggregate score is 19-1, and you're like, was this really a better idea? Did we really do this right? I like the way that it is now. I think it's fun. I think it's a fun format.
All right. Specifically for AJ, would it be better if they did GSL group style?
Yes. Everything would count. Those the best group stages.
Agreed. You avoid more of that, because then you don't have the beatdowns that end up having meaningful impact on a team needs to win a beatdown game to get through.
Yeah,
you actually get the best playing the best a little bit more often with a group like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm nitpicking a tournament that I've actually really enjoyed watching all of, to be honest, even if there are quite a few imbalanced games going on through it.
I was going to say, speaking of interesting things in the tournament, too, it looks like Kevin Fiala just went down in the Canada-Switzerland game.
That is not what you want, dude.
Nope.
Yeah, that's bad.
Stretchered out.
Stretchered out? That's actually
yeah, they've
really
got the
bad.
stretcher out.
Well,
it was my fault.
Yep, you never should have rooted for Switzerland.
My love is a curse.
Love is cursed. I do want to ask this, though, if we're kind of gearing back to the Finland-Sweden game. Who was your favorite to watch on the ice today?
Well, Willie Nylander was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked Dahlin as well. I know he couldn't finish anything, but you can see... Obviously, we'll never play for the Avs. That'll never be a thing that happened. But you see what he does on the ice, and you're like, this would be fun.
Yeah. I don't know. Based on just kind of like two-way performance, I really liked Anton Lundell today.
Great save.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're talking about being able to contribute on both sides. Not only did he go out and score the opening goal, or second goal, sorry, second goal for Finland, but he goes and bails UC Saros out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Changed the complexion of the game for sure.
Yeah.
That would have made it 3-2 in the third period.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like Sweden was dominating the third period as it was, but for them to actually score,
no,
get on the board
that's
and
what
get
I'm saying.
pushed,
Like you talk about needing a big push, like that would have changed everything. We're talking about a completely different game at that point.
It's crazy how decorated these teams are. Anton Lundell has multiple Stanley Cups with Florida now.
Yeah.
And that dude rolls into Team Finland and is like no higher up the lineup than he is with Florida.
Yep.
It's I don't know, was it Bleacher Report, whoever posted that picture of Crosby, McKinnon, McDavid, and I forget who the fourth person was, it Sam Bennett or somebody, and they were like, there's like 4 cups and 10 MVPs and a bunch of Art Ross trophies between these 4 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Art Ross, Conn Smythe's, like,
Yep.
there's so much hardware. It's weird. Sam Bennett.
Yep.
But
one of these things is not like the other. Yeah.
Hardware is hardware, baby.
The cups are cups. It's true.
Yeah.
Why I didn't put Hellebuck on my draft team the other day.
I went to go talk with Grant after that whole thing too, and he texted me during it. He was like, "You should pick Hellebuck as your goaltender. Pick him next round." And this was like right after the first round. I'm like, huh? Huh? Seriously?
Oh, thank you.
We're talking about the same Connor Hellebuck, right?
I mean, the tournament does take place in the regular season.
So did the Four Nations, though.
Yeah, he wasn't bad in Four Nations. He just got outdueled by.
He was actually very good, except for when it mattered the most.
Mm.
Who knew? Of course, we tag guys with that all the time, and then they'll have an all-time run, and then it's like he just has like the most glorious redemption tour, just being like stuffing all those bookmark tweets down the internet's mouth, and you're like, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
That guy, like you know
Totally.
that he's just sitting at home right now, like, all y'all, pull up every podcast that said something mean about
Yeah. Make me a compilation so we can post this at the end of the season. Like, cool. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Number 1 Connor Hellebuck hater on the podcast, like right here. Sign me up. If he wins the gold medal and dunks on everyone, there's part of me that'll be like, hell yeah, good for him. Like,
yeah. Like, I'll easily walk back those words. Absolutely. Right. But, like, in the meantime, learn to stop a beach ball first, maybe?
Would help. Would help.
Would help.
Dude,
weird would it be to actually stop a beach ball wearing all that gear? It's got to be awkward. You won't feel it.
Probably give up some pretty big rebounds on a beach ball.
I was going to say, no rebound control. Pop it up in the air. You're down in the butterfly, and you're like, where is this thing?
Stick to beach volleyball, bud.
Every kick save pops the ball.
They have to have like 100 on the sidelines.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Somebody that is just somebody's job, is just blowing a beach ball.
That's how they have to get whistles, because you can't cover a beach ball, so you just got to pop it to get the whistle.
So that guy's job title is ball blower.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's scuffed.
This should be an Olympic sport for sure. Beach hockey.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun little event if this were actually a job in the All-Star competition. Like, let's get each team's person out who can.
I had a whole conversation with Gabe Landeskog a few years ago. When the Avs actually had the Landy for All-Star Game buttons. And
yeah.
I was the one who actually told him about those, and he thought I was kidding until he saw Miko with one, and he was like, "Those are real." And I was like, "Yeah, man, you think I'm that clever?" And he was mad about them. But I had a whole conversation with how to spice up the skills competition, and I was like, "Get players to do stuff they suck at." And he goes, "AJ, this is a bad idea." I was like, "Come on, you need to have a backward skating competition for forwards." And he goes, "No. I would be so bad at that. No. This is a bad idea."
I can imagine him saying this too.
He's just like, you're just trying to get us to look bad. And I was like, I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun with it because everybody looks miserable during that thing. And he goes, it doesn't look very fun. I'm okay if I don't go to the All-Star game. And then Avs fans went hard in the paint and voted him in. And it was like, oh, I want to go now. It was like the exact opposite of when Nazem Kadri went and he had the time of his life.
Yeah.
He was like, this is the most fun weekend I've ever had. It was very interesting.
Oh, God.
There was this, I don't know if someone made a card game or what it was exactly. And obviously you could never do this in real life because people would get hurt. But they wanted to have a competition of people shooting stuff that wasn't hockey pucks at the All-Star game. Like, put a bowling ball out there and see who can shoot the bowling ball the best.
Beach ball.
Softball. Beach ball. Perfect. Yeah.
This sounds so dumb and bad that I'm soups into it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Someone's going to put a hole in the boards with a bowling ball.
Oh, my God.
It has to be like mini bowling, right?
I don't judge. Let's see how strong these guys really are.
Yeah. Have you ever gone mini bowling with like it like fits in your hand?
Yeah.
Like, I got tiny hand, and the pins are made like this weird like styrofoam, and they don't knock into each other, and they don't make that cool pin noise.
It's not a.
It's not. It's really, really weird, honestly. When you're accustomed to actual bowling and you hear the pins and the clatter and all that, and then you just hit those and it's like this weird thud where you're like, did a body just fall down? Like, it's just uncomfortable. That's the bowling ball I want to see get used. Not the like big like 16-pounder where you're like, what the this isn't gonna do. This is a waste of everybody's. This is just gonna destroy everything.
Yep.
I want the little one, like the one that fits in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I want to see someone use a 150-pound flex stick to shoot a bowling ball.
Oh my God.
150. This is just
You've got the low kick point and it just snaps.
Yes. Yeah, right.
Like, at that point, it's just a bunch of Icelandic dogs just out there just dominating everybody.
I'm in. That's what I want to see.
All right.
Make hockey fun again.
Yeah, make hockey fun again. By getting a bunch of Icelandic bodybuilders to dominate these competitions.
Guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Minute to Win It?
No.
Sure.
It was like a game show that Guy Fieri hosted for a little bit when it first came out. I'm sure it was hosted by somebody else, but it was like a bunch of like little games like that contestants had to like complete within a minute. One of them being like you had to put a cookie on your forehead and you had to try to like maneuver it to your mouth,
like your facial.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like just thinking, I think Nathan McKinnon would kill that challenge.
The amount of times you catch him like cameo, like.
Yeah.
Okay. Tiff, we need this for summer content.
Okay.
Our mini pods or our shorts
ranking
or whatever we're
abs on Minute to Win It.
No, we need to do Minute to Win
It. We're going to
It.
do this.
Oh,
we're going to do all these competitions.
I love this.
Like,
I love this idea.
We're spending our offseason. I do not need to spend all of August talking about who's going to be on the Avalanche fourth line again. I want to try and eat a cookie off my forehead within 60 seconds.
I'm in.
This is going to turn into freaking Squid Games DNVR style.
I mean, this would make a great members-only video. I'm not going to lie.
This sounds way more entertaining than some of the conversations we force upon each other in the summer, in August in particular.
It's true. Nathan McKinnon would walk up and slap you for trying to eat a cookie, though. There's no way. He's not eating any cookies.
He would just go, "Do you really need a cookie?" And I would be like, "All right, I quit. I have lost."
That just makes me want it more. Don't do that to me.
Shame is powerful.
Wow.
All right. I think we made it to the end of this show before it gets a little too Augustine at this point. We survived another one.
Let's
tricked
go.
him again. We are going to wrap up for today's show, but we are recording a little bit of trade deadline interesting stuff that should be out this weekend. So you're going to want to keep your eyes peeled for that. And we're doing watch-alongs over the weekend as well. 8:40 a.m. Mountain Time. 2 more games of Olympic content if you want to come watch the games with us. Should be a fun time. But we're going to get out of here. This has been the DNVR Avalanche podcast presented by Bet365.
We all silly like the mayor.